Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be taking a look at some Mono Green. It's kind of a mid-season, if you will, because we're at, like, I think we're going to, what is this, week 7 or 8? But the reason we're going to look at it is this is going to change a little bit from the previous versions that we played. And I wanted to see if those changes make a difference and make some concessions for where we know things are in the metagame right now. So let's start at the top. We have some Ascendant Pack Leader. I'm not a big fan of this card, but it does work in here. We have a fair amount of things that can cost 4 or more. Also, sometimes you just need some early things to fight with in a few of these matchups. The Evolving Adaptive, this can grow with everything in the deck. Hard-hitting question, this is pretty good against other mid-rangey decks, the mono black stuff. Not so much against other hyper aggro decks, but it is really good against mono red, so there is that. Bristly Bill, this is one that I think does deserve a spot, even though it is only a 2/2 and that's a little tough, but just even growing a creature once or twice, especially with some other cards we have in the deck, could be very good. We also have a couple of Flourishing Bloomkin, because it's just a big creature, so why not? Sharp-Eyed Rookie, this is one of the ways we're going to get cards. We don't have a lot, but this should help out in that regard, and we can often get this to a 5/5. Now, Archdruid's Charm. Gotta play this, mandatory if you're playing Mono Green. Just destroys artifacts, enchantments, fights other creatures, and importantly, lets you search for things late in the game if you just top deck it and they've wiped your board or whatever. So yeah, don't sleep on this card. If you haven't crafted them, you want to play Mono Green, just do it, play 4 of them. Kadama the Westry. This gets benefit from Bristly Bill, actually putting counters on everything, and can ramp us up pretty quick to play some of our bigger cards. We decided to play with some Pulokranos Reborn here because it does have reach. Again, worrying about that mono red matchup, being able to block flyers, and having a 5 toughness means you get to block a lot of things, even if they have a rage, which is pretty important. Now, Axebane Ferox, I'm on the fence on. I definitely wanted another thing with haste in this spot, but I think you could actually cut these if you really wanted to. If you don't have them, play another Pulokranos, play another Kadama. Though they are legends, they're both very good on turn 3. And we don't have a ton of 3-mana things we're going to be playing, so something to think about. We do have a couple of Doomscar Warriors. This is really good, another way to help us find some cards. It can pump a creature, it can give something trample late, so we'll see. Of course, you're playing Mono Green, you're going to play Nissa, so you can just overrun the board. But don't be afraid to play this for 5 mana, spend a couple of life against the artifact decks or against control decks, and just start making bodies if you need to. We are playing one Vaultborn Tyrant, just because we can search for it with an Archdruid's Charm if we don't draw it the hard way, but we'll see if we want more or not by the end of the video. And then, of course, we're playing Goldvein Hydra because this is a great top deck, and it can fill in the mid part of the game if you want to just play it for like 3 or 4, attack a little bit, and then maybe get to play multiple things later, or spend that mana, sacking clues that you got from the Sharp-Eyed Rookie. Yeah, this should be interesting to see if it holds up at all here at the mid stages of the format. However, at the end of the video, if you do like what you see, I'm going to have a link down in the description. It'll take you to Moxfield, one of the channel sponsors, where you can see all the decks we played in Standard of the Season, which is already a lot. I think it feels like 70 or something at this point. But yeah, let's go have some fun. Let's go see if Mono Green actually can get it done. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think Bill's going to live here, but if he does, this stands to be a pretty strong hand. I mean, it'd be outstanding if he lived, honestly. I don't know if it will, but there are some scenarios where he can survive. We also can put the opponent to the test a little bit on if they want to kill Bill or kill Pulokranos or whatever. Oh, they're playing mounts. Ooh. All right, I'm going to go for, since we drew this, we're going to just go bigger. I mean, Bristly Bill isn't bad, but I could get the... Oh, okay. That is a mount. That's a great card to have here, actually. Sharp-Eyed Rookie's so good in the fact that it has Vigilance. I mean, that, the Goldvein Hydra, like, also gets pseudo protection from Wandering Emperor, which is super nice. And right now, they have nothing in their graveyard. So if we go swinging with an Axebane Ferox, there ain't nothing the opponent can do about it right now. That's the world you want to be in. And we can save this to fight like Shieldred if that shows up next turn. Yeah, we're just going to go with this. Get in there. Oh, is the Bronco just on chump blocking duties? Oh, nope, they're taking the 8. All right, they're at 9. We've got Hydra on deck. We've got a fight spell. Oh, shielded. Yeah, we got you, fam. We're just attack. If they attack with the Bronco, if they'd have taken any damage, like they'd have just been dead there. Oh, that's not true because they'll draw a card from shielded. Oh, so it's the net and what? But still, they're dead anyway because we can just get rid of shielded. So yeah. All right. Well, things kind of worked exactly as we wrote it up, I guess. Didn't even feel a shielded for a second. All right. That was nice and easy. Okay, we're going to keep this. And pass. Oh, we're up against good old Mono Blue. I think, this is interesting. Trying to decide if it's worth running Bill out there or the Sharp-Eyed Rookie. I think we want to go Rookie, which is going to get countered anyway. It's just a matter of which one we're giving up is all. Oh, it did not get countered. Hold up. Oh, because that's what they're doing. Oh, so we need a fight spell ASAP. We're going to get wrecked. All right. Well, that's an interesting situation that just occurred. Okay, then. This did not work at all how we wanted it to. Maybe I should have just played Bristly Bill last turn. I guess we play Bill. Play a land, put a counter here, play this guy. Pass? I'm assuming that I'm assuming you're just gonna draw a bajillion cards. That's what their deck does, right? Yep, not a surprise. Okay, so I think one of the things I might need to do here is, well, oh, I might have messed up. Well, it doesn't really matter that much, actually. I was just thinking, what if we go 1, 2, 3, right? And then no attacks. And then next turn we attack if we double the count. They drew 3 of those? Dang. Alright. I'm just thinking if we... Okay, well they're dead anyway. That was weird. Here was going to be my working plan if we would have got a turn. I was actually just going to play the land, decide where we're going to put that counter. Probably was going to go on Gold Vein Hydra, but I'm not totally sure. Probably would end up putting it on the Sharp-Eyed Rookie and just let the Hydra die because we have another Hydra. And then just attack with this. Let them choose where to block. Then we could use Bristly Bill to add some number of counters. It would have been 3, 4, 5, 6 counters minimum. So, you know, their choice. But either way, it was a very, very weird game. I don't know what type of hand they kept that led to that, but I guess we move on. Okie dokie, we're going to keep this. This might be a late game pile for the Hydra. Though if this is the Boros Aggro, yeah, it is. Darn it. We needed to be on the play here. It's not impossible because we do have Rookie that's going to grow and be able to block, and we can block flyers and stuff, but... Oh, it wasn't that. Interesting. Though, that being said, I have seen a fair amount of, I guess you would call them Boros Control type decks recently, so this could be just in line with that stuff. Lightning Strikes, Get Lost, and then ultimately, I'm assuming, playing the Red Enchantment. Arcane Bombardment or whatever. Oh no. Let's find... Actually, they got 4 cards. That being said, we could actually do this if we're willing to take 4 and kill that next turn. So I think we just go here. Just make a really big pull of Kranos and just be like, alright. You do what you gonna do. It's a little weird that I'm half hoping they sweep the board here. I guess we'll take a Bristly, but actually do we want to take a land? Because a big Hydra is probably legit here, so I'm just going to take a land, believe it or not. Because even if they like Sunfall, then we play Nissa, kill that. Though their burn spells could kill both of our creatures with the extra +1 from the Warfare. Yeah, exactly. That might be what they're aiming for here. Wow, really? But hey, they're basically emptying the clip here to kill our creatures. I'm good with that. And then they're down to basically nothing if we do this. So Nissa would be minus for it to be a 3, would be a 2. I think I'm willing to do that. And if they kill Nissa, then we're just coming with a big Hydra. I mean, obviously they're playing a bunch of burn spells, so Nissa's going to eat it, right? Nope, Flame Breather does not kill Nissa. I'm sure this next card does, though. There you go. I knew you had it in you. Alright. Trying not to get too confident, but we're starting to feel a little better about things at this stage. Alright, we're at 11. I mean, I played my fair share of some Ashenil stuff, but we got them. Alright, this hand needs a little bit of help, but it's not bad. Oh, could be bad, though. You know what's funny? I think I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I actually don't end up on the play against Mono Red all that much. Sometimes it would be really nice. Yep, no blocks. Do whatever you're gonna do. Putting that dude over there. Unfortunately, I do not have any of my fight spells, and I'm very sad. Alright. What are the odds that maybe I could get another Bloomkin? That would be kind of nice here. Because then we could play Adaptive Bloomkin, have a 2/2, a 3/3 Adaptive, 2 3/3 Bloomkins. That would be pretty special, right? Taking 6. Yep, no blocksies. That, however, is not cutting. I mean, I guess it's not the worst. But definitely not what we were hoping for. Alright, don't think we can attack here. Not profitably, anyway. Well, not considering we're at 12 and we could just die to a pile of spells, right? Kenra Spell Spear, okay. I mean, we can't block the show off. We will definitely, like, put piles of things in front of other things that attack. Alright. Those are big. Is there a rage-like spell here? I feel like the answer is yes, but they're being very, very careful here. I don't want to do this. How many creatures do I want to give up here is the thing. Because if this gets rage, it's going to go to a 5, 6, 7. So I'd give up a bunch of stuff. Alright. You pick and choose, opponent. I mean, same thing if it's a play with fire. Like, still losing 3 things. I just had to do enough to not die here, effectively, is all we're trying to do. Okay, that could have went a lot worse. I'm not terribly upset about that exchange. We'll put the counters here. Throw those knuckleheads. Those will trample, however. Ugh. Man, what is in their hand? I think I can, as much as I'd like to have another card, I think I can only attack for 3 here. Which sucks, but I think we have to leave max toughness back, unfortunately. Alright, there's at least 1 land over there, which is nice. We're going to flip one of these. I would not be upset about that. Alright. And again, we'll just throw everything in front of one of these, because it's the right thing to do. Yeah, obviously. Alright, I'm assuming a Rage is incoming. Man, I've never wanted a fight spell so bad. Oh, no. They had the double strike. Oh, yeah, we're dead. We tried. We got a hard-hitting question just a bit too late, I think. That's rough. I mean, you know, we'll do what we can do. We'll attack, see if maybe we find a 1-mana thing to play here. We did not. Guess I'll take the Hydra on the off chance we're still alive later. I don't think we will be. Alright, Felden, and they didn't immediately burn us, so that's good, right? I mean, we have to block as though Rage exists, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is kind of all we can do. Yep. Yep, nothing we can do about it. Ew. I'm gonna mulligan this. Don't know if that was absolutely correct, but we'll keep this, get rid of a land, and we'll go here. All right. We will hope for the actually, I'm going to go here because if we do get a land and we play Kadama, we'll get to draw or get to search for 2 lands if we put the counter on Bristly Bill. At least that's the working strategy here. We'll see how well that holds up. All right. Well, we didn't get to keep the bill, so it didn't matter. Untap land anyway, deck? I'd appreciate it. Alright, you never care about what I want, deck. Alright. Tagging for 2. Unfortunately missed our land, so this is going to be a tough one. Yep, Swift Spear gets the spells here. Yep. I say you might as well play it. I mean, I'm missing land and we're way behind here, so do whatever you're going to do. Alright, found a land. Might be too little too late. We shall see. Gonna attack and do what we can do. Opponent is at 10, however, so if they don't kill us, we technically have lethal. I mean, I kind of have to block here anyway. Oh, I can't block because that thing has menace. So yeah, if they have the spells, we're just dead. If they don't, we have a fighting chance. Alright. That going away we don't mind. It's do they have another one to kill another creature is the concern. They don't. Alright, we got away with one here. Sometimes just trying to be as big and fast as they are works. Alright, well, you're earning your keep here, Axfane Ferox. I think the second game, where this came into play. But alright. We'll keep this and see if we can draw some land. Hey, if y'all just got to this point in the video, do me a favor. Let's confuse some of the people in the comments who didn't get this far. And say something amusing about your favorite sitcom you ever watched. Just to see if other people hop in the conversation. Also, if you made it this far, hit the like button, please. Because that helps a lot. Seriously. And please subscribe if you haven't. Because like a lot of y'all, I notice I'm commenting and replying back to your comments. Y'all watch all the videos, but it shows me a little thing that says you're not subscribed. So please, that helps. Especially when we're trying to get sponsors and other things. You know, having good metrics is a positive. So please, 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 help me out. Anyway, we're up against an opponent that's got Mardu stuff going on here. So we're probably going to lose some creatures. We'll likely need to be pretty careful. I think I'm just going to go with Gold Vein Hydra here. So if they do play a sweeper next turn, we'll have some more options. I mean, we know we're losing something. It's just what are we losing? Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Good news is, though, they probably don't have a sweeper because I don't think they would have wasted that to kill that. But we'll see. All right, they have 4 mana. Now they might have Wandering Emperor. Revelry. How much do we care about Revelry? Because I'm definitely not wasting my fight spells here, because we could hit a Planeswalker with that later. Alright, well, if they have 5 mana sweepers, they have 5 mana sweepers, so be it. It looks like the type of deck that they're playing, so. I could have saved the Ferox. I could have been a little more patient, but we'll just get Sunfalled. Why not? Maybe they just have tap lands, though. Nope. Alright. You got it. I mean, if we draw an untapped land, though, well, if it's Sunfall, we don't get the Hydra treasure. So that would be unfortunate. But if it's anything else, and we get an untapped land, we'll actually have a Vaultborn Tyrant, and that's pretty sweet. Okay, Brotherhood's End does give us the treasure, so that's nice. Oh. I think we're just going to camp out on old Vaultborn Hydra here for a minute. Since we didn't get our mana, and the opponent goes down to 7. We do get to search, and I will take a Hydra. Even though taking a land would have been pretty prudent, I'm sure. Alright, they have 6 mana now. This could be a farewell, I guess, which would get rid of our treasure, and that would make us sad. Though if they do that, I'd just draw a card. Well, we didn't even have to get there to find out. Man, that was a weird game, right? Like, they killed a creature, they gained some life, made 2 blockers, got rid of Hydra, and then the game was just over. I don't know what that says about this deck or their deck, to be honest. Okay, we get to go first with this. Drew the Hydra, or Tyrant, so that's not great. But we did get Rookie, we did get a fight spell, so we did need both of those, though. See if we can find something else good for next turn. Otherwise, we're probably wasting one of these just to, like, search. Which is lame-o, but, you know, do what you gotta do. In the turn. Alright, they're not drawing. Interesting. What do we want to do here? I guess we'll try to cast one of these, see if they want to do something during their end step. Oh, sweet, they did. Oh, are you kidding? Yeah, we're destined to lose this one, y'all. We only drew 2 actual threats. That hurts. Not gonna lie, that hurts a lot. Alright, well, we'll try again, I guess. And they'll probably counter again. Nope, they're letting it through. Okay, under the circumstances, I think I'm going to get an Axebane Ferox. Because they only have that in their graveyard. And unless they counter it, which they probably are, they actually wouldn't be able to kill it or Sharp-Eyed Rookie with a Wandering Emperor, which is kind of important. So see, now this is where it gets silly, because technically this is lethal. So I kind of am obligated to attack. However, I'm pretty sure there's a Wandering Emperor. Like, it's going to eat the adaptive. They'll take 7, go to 2, I guess, or whatever it is. Actually, no, they'll go to 5. Oh, it wasn't that. Oh. Okay. Well, dang. Maybe I should have held on to that Ferox. Though they can kill the Ferox now, though. Because they have more than enough in the graveyard. Well, this also is interesting. What does this mean? Man, why do I not have a haste thing here? That would have been cool. Is there anything we could draw that matters? I'm not sure. Alright, let's attack, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming, I was going to say, it probably has to be Wandering Emperor. I couldn't imagine it being anything else.
Finally, I'm home.
Really? They don't want to remove the stuff from their graveyard to get Axebane Ferox. Huh. Okay. That's a bit peculiar. Sadly, I need to have a creature an opponent controls. Target creature you don't control. Could have got an extra +1, but I couldn't do it there. You know what? Let's just go ahead and kill the Wandering Emperor. In the turn. I mean, if they have another, they have another. But we can also force the issue by searching for a Hydra. I mean, if they have the ways to kill it, they have ways to kill it here. Alright, cool. Then we should be able to just Hydra for 3 and we're good.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Yeah, I had to play around a lot of things. An opponent did ultimately have the answers, but this somehow worked out with us only having 4 lands. Yeah, we're going to go get Hydra. Well, I guess we could get Axebane Ferox, whatever. It's all the same. I guess Axebane Ferox, it's less susceptible to weird stuff. Since they do still have cards in hand. They could have had one of those marches or something like that where they could discard cards. Exile cards. Let's keep this one. And it looks like we got our camera working back, so that's good. Agronomist is our opponent. Oh man, these types of decks are probably going to be pretty hard for us to beat, I would imagine. Oh, playing a Kellen, so maybe this is not what I thought it was. No, it's got to be one of those graveyard, Nissa, whatever decks. They're just attacking it from a slightly different angle, it appears. Alright, well, we have a fight spell, so I guess if Nissa shows up here, we could fight a Nissa. Nope, just Kellen. Yeah, what are we gonna do here? I guess do this. Pass. We could maybe kind of, sort of, ultimately fight Kellen. I mean, we won't get the artifact, because Kellen gets to destroy it. No blocks. There's the Aftermath Analyst. We knew it was there somewhere. Oh my gosh, they put so many lands in the graveyard. I guess the good news is they're only gaining 2 life. So, I mean, that's something. Alright. Let's see what we're going to do here. Working plan. Let's get rid of this dude so we can at least try to pressure the opponent here. I mean, they're going to have all the mana in the world to do, and life, really, to do whatever they want here. But, hopefully, us being able to attack maybe with a big Hydra could help. Alright, here comes a bunch of mana and 2 life. Which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But they would have to already have the cards in hand that they need, right? Okay, that gets Nissa. I was going to say, we could have found an instant speed fight spell, which would have been nice. I think we just go Goldvein Hydra. And then hope we don't die. I mean, I think we're dead. Because we need an instant speed fight spell here, which we do not have in hand. So make a 4/4 Hydra, we attack for 8 versus playing like Bloomkin. We attack for 12. Alright. This is fine, I suppose. I mean, we're getting comboed out either way. It doesn't really matter. One of those ones, if I probably would have been more patient and saved our fight spell, maybe we could have got out of this. But, yeah, Nissa, go get all your mana. Do your thing. Yep. Oh, I guess they don't have that many lands in the graveyard. Maybe it's not over. Hold up. And they didn't get another Analyst, so they're going to have 4 mana. 5, I guess. Access to, well, 6, because they have the other 2. No, they have 7, so they have a lot left, actually. They can do a lot of things here. Deluge. Alright, now we're in good shape. They only have 3 mana left. I don't think they played a land for the turn, though. Yeah, okay. Well, that gets them back to 5. Alright, I mean, we still got a chance. We're still playing Magic. Ill-timed explosion does kill some things, but we have a really big Hydra, and I think that's going to be enough. Oh man, we're going to Hydra for 11? Wow. So even a turn where they tried to go off, got all their things, got all their mana. Well, there's... yeah, thanks, Archdruid's Charm. You're a bit late. Alright, we're going to go for 11. We're just going to put it all there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I was going to split it up and maybe play a Axebane for or something, but it doesn't matter. Alright, haste creatures for the win. Woo! Oh, no. You know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep it. I mean, here's the thing, though, right? You turn 1 adaptive, then you play adaptive into a pack leader. So you have a bunch of 2/2s. And then we just see what we draw after that, right? We get 2 draws to maybe make this okay. Now, if we fail, it's going to suck real bad. Just letting y'all know. There's a chance this is going to go real sideways. Lord Commander, the opponent is. Okay. Can we race fast enough to have any of these things matter? I don't know that we can, but hey. Can't hurt to try, right? I was kind of hoping. We'd at least get a land. Alright, let's try Bill. There's no way this is just going to go, right? Alright, fair enough. Oh, but opponent had to take a point of damage. That's actually really important. Because we might get into a situation where we can only attack with a 2 or 3 point Hydra somewhere down the line. That's pretty key. Yeah, we'll just attack. Alright, opponent's at 5. I think I still have to play this, sadly. Because the Wandering Emperor would keep us from winning next turn. Without it. Alright, 3 steps ahead. That's cool. Hey, we did it! Somehow, we got the dumbest 1 mana creature draw and beat the control deck. Like, every turn was so intense there. Like, we played 2 things that got countered. We had no chance of making use of the rest of our hand. Still got to win. When the creature decks get to beat the control decks like that, we will take that every single time. Let's keep it. Pass the turn. I think we're gonna... I think I'm playing Bill, knowing that Bill is likely to die here just the same. But what are we gonna do, you know? Bill? How are you not dead? You're dead now, right? No, Bill's still not dead. That's peculiar. All right. Hydra up. Just get countered? I was gonna say something's gotta happen here. I was like, that's a weird sequence otherwise. Alright, what are we doing? Try this. I'm assuming there's another counter? No. Alright. Sure. So we're just gonna play with fire, Bill twice? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Well, Ferox, you gotta do a lot of work, friend. Ferox is punching the clock hard right now. Maniform Hellkite, you got it. Question is, are we on Hydra? Yeah, alright. I mean, you block or you don't. Right, that makes sense. Oh, they just can't. I mean, to be fair, they can make blockers and stuff, so they don't. I mean, and they might not have much else in hand. They might have to hold the Hellkite because that might be their only way to make blockers or something. Ooh, that's a thing, though. I'm gonna do this, targeting from here, because if they target this, they're gonna have to remove stuff for each time they target it because of ward. Alright, they're gonna big score and make a body. Oh, they were trying to take extra turns and stuff. You dirty, dirty opponent. I appreciate that, though. That's next level in some stuff. Alright, we just don't need to attack. Let those die. Alright, what you got? I mean, they have cards now that they can kill a Ferox. Oh, well. They found another Hellkite. Do we have another fight spell? We do. Look at that. Amazing how that works. Alright, we got there. Ooh, I'm going to keep and hope we draw a 2-mana thing. This is basically a mulligan to 5 anyway, or to 6 with the Nissa. Alright, you got it. We failed. Alright, well. We're going to need to keep on moving, so here we go. And if they play Thalia next turn... Well, I guess technically now that we have a treasure, I was going to say, we weren't likely going to be able to use the Archdruid's Charm. But if they play anything else, 2 toughness or less, we would have some options. Okay. This is starting to get us somewhere. Obviously, they didn't do anything, so I'm assuming Pulokranos is dead here. Yep. Ooh, with the get loss. Okay, we're not mad at that. And then against this type of deck, we're probably going to try to go for Nissa next turn. If they just have another get lost, they just have it. Like, we would be okay with that. Oh, or other options here. Never mind. Wait, I don't even have to do that. What am I doing? Let's do this. And we could attack here, but I'm actually not. I don't want to give them any opening just yet. Especially since we have Archdruid's Charm. Which now we're probably going to have to... Actually, no. We could... Oh, no, because that's a ward too. I was going to say, we could fight and kill it, but not really the way we want to. What are we looking to do here? Maybe we just wait and do it during their turn. I think that's what we're going to do. Would have liked for this Flourishing Bloomkin to have been a land, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. But this way, if they have another Adeline, they'll commit to doing some other stuff first, and then we could decide what we want to try to fight or kill. Copper Coats. That's going to make things a little bit complicated. Alright. I think if we're going to do it, we do it now. On this... Alright. Didn't love that, but, you know, tough decision. Alright, that tells me they don't have another Adeline, or we would have seen it there, for sure. So, I think we're just attacking with this duder. So we can see what other cards we get. This is where we're using a removal card. And I Ganjo. Alright, fair. Not mad at that. So we have a pile of 4/4s and a 3/3. Then we can draw cards. We can possibly get Nissa. And then start turning things around. Roaming Throne, you got it. We're not too worried about Roaming Throne at this stage of things. I don't think. Like, opponent attacks here, I'll probably just give up the adaptive, block the tokens. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing here. Not sure if this was just some kind of desperation attack or what's going on there, but we're at 20, so we're just going to play a cheap Nissa. Get a 4/4. Attack with this. See if they want to give us a Roaming Throne. They do not. And then we can kill a throne next turn if we want. We could draw a couple of cards. Like, we kind of have a little bit of everything going our way right now. And our creatures are just about to be too big for the opponent to do anything about. Yeah, you got it. We're just going to double block. Yeah, I think at this point, even with them being able to play another Roaming Throne, we're likely to stay fairly far ahead here. Like, let's draw. You're at least castable and get a little bonus here, so that's fine. Roll creatures! Play a land. I'm going to go ahead and draw. Well, we don't even need to do that right now, right? What if we do this first? Merrick's, alright. That's what we're looking to do. I just wanted to get you to a 6/6, so the opponent has to give us 2 things if they want to block here. Alright. I mean, I could have attacked with more, so they're, like, forced to block the other things, but I think we're still safe here. Yeah, that's all fine and good. That doesn't change anything. Yep, we just block, and the game is over. Yep. Alright, good one. Okay, so Axebane Ferox. The dude gets to stay in the deck. I wasn't sure, but we won a couple games particularly because it was Axebane Ferox and they couldn't kill it easily. So there's that. Now, overall, I will say this. We did face a variety of decks, right? Went up against Mono Red a couple of times, went up against some other, you know, token creature aggro things a couple of times, against Mono Black or Black variants, went up against a couple control decks. And this was still able to win, y'all. So to say that Mono Green can't be played in the current standard is just not true. I mean, it's just not. I mean, I played a lot of games, even just testing and building this or whatever. And yeah, if anything, the card that never really did anything was the Vaultborn Tyrant, but I don't hate it. I do like I said, the ability to be able to draw that up or search for it and then be able to play it late. That's what it's there for. So only 1 copy. But if you want to cut down to 60 cards and you don't own any Vaultborn Tyrant, that's the card I would cut. everything else feels pretty good. Maybe Bristly Bill was a little bit weak, but there are times where if you get like the 1 mana creature draw, then you build, then you play Kadama, like you're just going off at that point, right? Because you're drawing all the extra land and you're doing all, or just tons of stuff is happening. So I don't mind that. And there was a game I think we won because we just doubled all the counters from Bill as well. So lots of stuff going on here. Yeah, but if you want to play mono green, there are options. Now, I will say, other cards I considered were the Rhino, the big one, this guy. No, not that guy, this guy. Mostly because it does have reach, but being able to plot stuff doesn't really change any particular matchups, right? Because the aggro matchups, the way the deck is built currently, we're not taking advantage enough. Like, I like the Railway Brawler when you have something like Terror of the Peaks, right? Because it's coming into play, boom, you're doing a bunch of damage, you know, when you're doing that type of stuff. But in this deck, it's like, all right, I guess if I get like a Hydra, it's really cool. But I also have to like spend the mana on 4, not have a blocker, play this on turn 5, hope the opponent doesn't have a removal or a counter, then play the Hydra, you know, like that whole thing. And the deck's just not trying to do those things. We're just trying to play creatures, attack, and then hold 1 or 2 in conservation if we need it after a sweeper, draw some cards, search for some things, play more creatures, right? That's all we're trying to do. Not trying to get too tricky with this. So the final list we're going to leave up for everybody is 2 Ascendant Pack Leader, 4 Evolving Adaptive, 3 Hard-Hitting Question, 3 Bristly Bill, 2 Flourishing Bloomkin, 4 Sharp-Eyed Rookie, 4 Archdruid's Charms, 2 Kadama the West Tree, 2 Pulachranos Reborn, 2 Axebane Ferox, 2 Doomscar Warrior, 2 Nissa and Anatomus, 1 Vault-Born Tyrant, 4 Goldvein Hydra, a Beseju, 22 Forest, and 1 Mirrex. But yeah, I think this is going to be fun. I'm going to probably leave this. This might be the way Mono Green stays through the rest of the season. I may make one more video down the road, maybe in another 3 or 4 weeks, just to see what this looks like. But right now, this is probably where you want to be with this, I think. This was actually really good and had a little bit of everything for all the different matchups. Now, I will say this though, if you do want to play creatures and get a little tricky, we did play an Orzhov deck that did a bunch of blinking and scamming and returning creatures into play and whatever, and you gain a bunch of life and you don't lose that many creatures. So if that's your jam, check out that next video. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.